Hi everyone, welcome back. If you're still avoiding BA Publisher in Oracle Fusion because you feel that it's very complex and very difficult, this video is specially for you. In reality, BA Publisher is one of the simplest and most powerful reporting tools in Oracle Fusions if you understand the approach correctly. So, in this session, I will show you how to build a BA Publisher report from scratch, step by step. We will start with prerequisites, create a basic SQL data model, and we will retrieve the data from the data model, save the sample data, design the report layout, and then move on to the security role-based access. So what is the advantage of the role-based access or RBAC? The right user will get the right report. Otherwise, what happens? Everybody will be access our reports. That's not allowed actually as per the Fusion security standards. So this is not a theoretical walkthrough. It's a practical and real project approach that you can apply directly in your Oracle Fusion environment. Okay, let's see what are the prerequisites. You need an Oracle Fusion instance access, and you should have a username and password to the login to the Oracle Fusion instance. And your username should be assigned with the role application developer. You should have the basic SQL understanding and understanding the underlying tables of the Oracle Fusion. Let's say if the finance and SCM or HCM, you should know the basic table structures in the Oracle Fusion. So this is the end-to-end flow. First, you need to create the data model. To create the data model, you need to write the SQL query, save the sample data, then you need to design the report layout. Then create the custom role, then assign the role to the user, run and validate the report. So let's start creating our data model. So I prepared a query here. This query, I got a requirement like create a report for the period, how many journals are created per category. So these are the core tables for the journals, GLJE headers, GLJE lines, and GL ledgers. This GL ledgers will provide what is the ledger name based on the ledger ID. Here I am passing a colon. This indicates that we are putting a parameter in our report. So let's log in. I will log into the instance. So I'm already logged into this instance. So you log in with your credentials. Come to the navigator, tools, and you need to select report and analytics. Click browse catalog to start developing your first BA publisher report. Okay. So to start the development, you create a folder. You can give your names. Always create the folder and under the custom folder. So report dev. This is the folder I created. Come into the folder and click here. Create your first data model. So as we discussed earlier, we are going to create a SQL-based data model. So click the SQL query, journal data. Select the data source as FSCM. All the finance and SCM tables will be accessed from this particular data source. HCM, you need to select HCM. Okay. Then you can copy your query. Okay. So you put a colon period name for the parameter. You need to select this one for the parameter to add to the report. Okay. So you can make your parameter mandatory. Then you can view the data. So while viewing the data, give the parameter and view. So here, if while you are retrieving it, it will show 5 rows. You can change this one to 5, 10, 50, 10 rows like that. So you can view based on a table as well. So this is our output. Okay. Then you have to save your data model. So you save your data model on the folder which you created. What is the folder which we created? Report dev. So under the share folder, custom, so give the naming convention DM for data model. So I saved my data model. Now to create the report, you need to save this output as save as sample data. So sample data is saved, then you create the report. Report can be created in two methods. One is using an RTF, which you download it's a Word version where uh, you use a Word format and you can manage the reporting. I am using a simple version. The RTF one will cover later. So I click Guide Me, next. So I am selecting a landscape and the layout I mention as a table. Then I give the ledger name. We can drag and drop our columns here. Now the period name, JV category name, J source, journal count, sum of the debit, sum of the credit. So all the columns are added. So click next and finish. So report you save as RPT. Give OK. So your report is done. You can just give the parameter and you can apply. So this is how the output looks like. You can change here to Excel to see the output in different formats. You can restrict this also. You show the report only in PDF. You show the report only in Excel. Like that you can show. So this is how we develop the reports. Now, what is the next step? Next step, we are talking about the security. So we need to create a role for this one. So I'm going to the security console and creating a role. Tools, security console. Let's create role. So I'm creating a role. Financial job role I'm creating. Next. So there are multiple steps you can add here. Right now, I am just ignoring all these steps. So I already created a user just before this. This is Fin report user. So I am assigning this uh, user to this role. You can assign directly by selecting the user also. That way is also is possible. Now what is our next step? We are going to assign this report this role. The security permission. Now we created a user. Now we created a role. Now we need to assign this report to this role, not to the user. So you come to the permissions. So now here you may notice that I created the role as uh, the report role underscore. We created a role as pin report role underscore. Because once you created the role, it will take some time to get reflect, or you need to run the LDAP program. So I am basically showing how to assign the role to the user. So I am assigning this particular role to the user. I am giving full control. So you can see, okay, this is available over here, and give OK. So we assign this particular role to the user. Now, if you take the permissions, you can see this role is assigned. Now, one more thing, it is very important actually. Now we have created this user and we created this role. So, but this user should, we have created a security criteria in our report. If you notice the query, based on the data set assignment, only the user will be able to see the report. Otherwise, what happened? Every user will be seeing all the reports. So I need to assign the data set access for this user as well. So let's see that how I am assigning. We need to log into the setup and maintenance for that one. Go to the setup and maintenance. You can comment if you didn't understand anything in this one. You come to the initial users. You come to the user and security, all task, manage data access for users, and then click on the plus button. You give the username, then you give your role name. This is the one role you given, and then you give the ledger. Our ledger is US, primary ledger. And then you need to give access. Ledger, save and close. One thing is that this role, now we created, now we will run the LDAP program as well. So how to run the LDAP program, you just come to the setup and many initial users, run the LDAP program, submit. Okay. Now come to the report section, catalog, permissions. We will just see whether our role has been updated over here since we run the LDAP program. And the LDAP program has to finish, then only our role will come into the picture. So to check that, we can check our scheduled processes. because this is still running. So this has to be completed. Then only you will be able to see your role over there. So for the time being, what we can do, we can assign this particular role to the report role also to the user. So we can just see that one. So normally there is no complication in that. Once this program runs successfully, you will be able to see the role over here. So we'll take the user, in report user, edit, add role, the save and close. So we have given access uh, for this role. Now one more important thing is that maybe we will check whether this particular role is available for this permissions. That is also not available. So users and security, now we added this role. Now we need to grant the permission. So let's log into this user and see like how he's able to access this. From here, report and analytics, browse catalog. You can see the reporting. Yeah. So the output has come. So this is how we run the report. So I hope you understand the concepts. I tried to uh, like explain all step by step. Maybe you feel like there are some little complication at the end. So we created the data model, we created the SQL query, we created a sample data, report design, security and access also we designed, assigned to the role. So if you feel that if there are any clarification or you want some more clarity regarding the security and all, I am doing some other additional videos. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel to get the future video series. Thank you.